Close your eyes. Let me introduce you to a man, a king that has no crown. Just a circuit of twisted up twigs with spines like cactuses sitting on his head. Blood dripping from the crown of his head to the soles of his feet. He has neither royal blue nor red robes, no crimson red or snow white drapes hanging from his shoulder blades. A hybrid. The entirety of divinity mixed with all of the imperfections of humanity. And throw in a little bit of Joe and a handful of Mary, the first newlyweds. But before their consummation, God sees the opportunity to make a really big statement, a statement of love. And it can be found in John 3 and verse 16. You know, from Eden and all the way to that point, man struggled in the world to reach God. But in a beautiful tragedy with the Son on the cross, God reached out to man. So here comes the God-man and a motley crew of cheats, thieves, tax collectors, and fishermen. What an illogical admixture. And all this had to be done to rebuild the nexus that seemed to separate God from man. Who could have painted a more beautiful picture than a lamb slain? A blood-tinted tincture splattered all over the canvas of the dividing firmaments, dishing out invites to the ever-awaiting creation. You are cordially invited to celebrate the marriage between divinity and humanity. And who would have thought it would happen on a tree? But God works quite strangely, using the foolish to confound the wise. And this picture, with a blood-stained tincture, was held up in a frame by 3 9-inch nails. Sink 2 for the joined hands, sink 1 for the feet that will soon stand. Now that's a threefold cord. 1 for the fact that he came, 1 for the death that he claimed, and the last one, for he is risen. Today, lend me your imagination for a second. Why don't you go ahead and make this picture with me? And let's see how many pixels we can create from our mind-generated JPEGs of the riddle and the king. And I speak with a manner that's expressly expressing the weight that's beyond measure. And don't forget the crowd, they cheered. They cheered for the riddle of the king. And they thought they were wise riddling him. Crucified, they chanted as they unknowingly aligned the heavens and the earth. And if by now you don't get what riddle means, let me explain. It means to perforate his nail-scarred hands and his feet. And he died, but he lives. And we've been commissioned to witness this, the greatest story of love ever told. And even Shakespeare can't top this. And I will give you a moment to let that sink in. Let that sink in.